My name is Vivian Matuk, and I'm the Environmental Boating Program Coordinator for both the California Coastal Commission and the California State Parks Division of Boating and Waterways. My job is pretty interesting because the main goal is to educate the boating community in California, meaning boat owners, to implement clean boating practices throughout the state by conducting education and outreach directly with that community. In addition, I provide technical assistance to boating facilities so they can implement clean boating practices within their facilities, everything with the purpose of increasing clean boating practices throughout the state. My job is pretty interesting, as I mentioned already, because I have the opportunity to work with two agencies at the same time, which is very unique. My work at the same time is mainly based on research that we're constantly doing among boaters throughout the state. That gives me the opportunity to design a lot of education and outreach materials and then go out, talk to our advisors, test those education and outreach materials, work directly face-to-face communication with the boating community, and also work with other state agencies in the implementation of different programs throughout the state. In addition to that, I work with other states throughout the nation to implement our program. So it's pretty diverse at all levels. I'm originally from Colombia, as you can tell by my accent. When I was in Colombia, since I was a child, I always adored to be with nature. Probably you know or you don't know that Colombia is one of the mega diverse countries in the world, so I was always wanting to be outdoors, visiting parks, in field trips, etc. So that's why I studied biology. Once I was done with my career down there, I decided to come here to learn English. And then I decided to bring the human component to my career, just to really keep in mind how humans impact the environment. So that's why I study a master's in environmental management and natural resource planning, with the idea of trying to implement programs that will make a difference in this world. That's why I work mainly in environmental education. One of the challenges that I face is that environmental education, because it takes forever or a long time sometimes to see the change people can have towards wrong perception or doing something that we think is correct when it's not correct. So that's one of the challenges, how to evaluate our program. But of course, we use indirect tools to be able to do that. I use a variety of tools on a daily basis, including, the use of software, marketing tools, a lot of research, among others. And basically, I love to spend time outdoors in order to connect with my program, because again, it's everything about water quality, waterways, being with the boating community, and overall any environmental activity and how people can change behaviors. For future people who would like to make a difference in terms of protecting the coast, basically I would recommend to never give up, because I came here not knowing any clue of English, and I started learning English. Then I did a lot of research on how I wanted to focus my professional career and what resources were out there at that time that I could use to really find the goal of implementing environmental programs. Don't be afraid of talking to other professionals. All of us are open to always give great advice to upcoming generations, because we are all on the same boat of protecting the coast. And also, don't be afraid of doing research and also talking to other states, because that any education helps you to really make a good decision.